In the music class, we have been learning how music can tell a story effectively. Let us show you what it means. First, let's watch a little of Tom and Jerry with no music. Exciting chase, isn't it? Now if we add some music, it can become really exciting. Please enjoy practice musical performance of Tom and Jerry.
That's the first part of our central idea. The second part of our central idea has to do with how stories evoke different responses. In preparing for this drama, the children explored ideas through discussing the different actions our character would make and what he might say. And in a number of cases, we had to vote on what we were going to do for our production today. And this is a complete creation that they made. How Anansi got a small waist. Anansi, the spider, has a fat head and a thin, tiny waist and a large stomach. But he wasn't always like that. He was once a great round blob. Do you want to know how he got a small waist? Well, I know the story. And Nancy loved, and I mean really loved, to eat food. Especially food that was made by someone else. Now, every year there was a feast in Momojab and one in Kemojab. And Nancy loved both of the feasts and went to them every year. But one year the feasts were to happen on the same day. And Nancy didn't know what to do. So, Nancy went to Momojab and asked. The man replied, "When the food is ready." And Nancy then went to Kemojab and asked. And the man replied, "When the food is ready." And Nancy didn't know what to do. So he thought, and he thought, and he thought some more, until he had a plan. He had his children gather as much rope as they could. He tied the center to his waist and told several of his children, "Go to Momojab. And when the feast begins, pull as hard as you can." To his other children, he said, "Go to Kemojab. And when the feast begins, to pull the rope as hard as you can." So off went his children. But there was a problem. The feast started at the same time.
Oh.
The children in Momojab started to pull. And the children in Kemojab started to pull. The children knew that if they did not pull as hard as they could, their father would be angry. The rope became very tight around Nancy's middle. The children began to worry about their father and ran back to see what was keeping him. When they found him, he was lying helpless in the middle of the path. And his middle was as thin as a needle. The children carried Nancy home, and he didn't eat anything for a very long time. They would go and ask their father, "Daddy, Daddy, I made some bumblebee pie." "No!" "Dad, would you like some fly stew?" "No!" "I know your favorite is spaghetti and mothballs." "Dad, Dad, I made your favorite dessert, mosquito mousse." And ever since then, Nancy has had a thin waist, all because he wanted to eat at 2 feasts on the same day.
I love it. They did so good. It was so cute.